The biggest moment for Darth Vader came immediately as he accepted Darth Sidious as his master and became a Sith. Order 66 was something that he would never shake off. The destructive order that gave way for the perishing of the Jedi Order and the Jedi that once Anakin called brothers and sisters. He basically wasted no time in implementing the orders of Darth Sidious and with no mercy, as Palpatine instructed. The canon part of the Jedi Purge is somewhat fuzzy. There is much more material in Legends. However, there are some comics that inform us of some things that might and could have happened. One that I definitely want to tackle today is Yaddle. You see, in canon, all we know about her is her appearance in the Phantom Menace Jedi Council. Other than that, we don't really have an idea of what actually happened. We don't see her again in the movies and seldom in the comics, except for one time where we see Darth Vader not only find her and duel her, but actually kill her. One might think that this is in actuality what really happened. If Darth Vader actually killed her within the Jedi Temple walls that fateful night during Order 66. To really understand what happened with Darth Vader and Yaddle, we need to go to one of the last issues of the Darth Vader comic series that came out in late 2018. After we discuss things in canon, then we will move on to Yaddle's history in Legends lore. We all know why Vader constructed his castle. Ultimately, he used it as a key to open a portal to what he considered the Dark World, another metaphysical world that would serve his wishes. His ultimate wish being the return of Padme, the love of his life. Lightning strikes in the background as Vader was making his way towards a palace. As he is walking, he sees a pregnant woman standing on the side. It was his mother, Shmi. Sidious was using the dark side to influence the child forming inside the Chosen One. This is a very layered scene, so I'll probably be making a full video about it. I want to explore this imagery more. At that moment, we see little Annie walking home. He trips and says, "Stupid sand," but something wasn't right. The shadow was not that of a child. Suddenly, Vader comes out of the shadow trying to catch the boy, and then Anakin suddenly wakes up. His mother quickly consoles him. It was only a dream. But it wasn't a dream anymore. Little Anakin started recounting everything that had happened to him. He started as a boy and then ended up as a man. All throughout this process, burning darkness consumed him. Then we get the Ahsoka vision. We understand why Vader told Ahsoka,
"It was foretold that you would be here. Our long-awaited meeting has come at last."
He actually foresaw the event years before it actually happened through this vision. He was in front of the monument, but as he gazed upon it, it suddenly turned into the Jedi Temple, glowing in the foreground. Waiting for him at the gates were all the Jedi Masters that in some way or another were affected by Vader's decision to accept the dark. Amidst all these Jedi, you can see Yaddle gripping her lightsaber and preparing to lunge at Darth Vader, but unfortunately things did not go as planned. Vader formed two astral blades burning in evil. He jumped right at the Jedi and started slaughtering them one by one without any hesitation. The last that remained was Yoda. As both of them jumped, Vader immediately impaled Yoda. No one was going to stand in his way this time. Now we can go further, but what we know right now is that Yaddle is gone. This is how she practically died in the metaphysical world, and what we can interpret as her dying during Order 66. And what I'm convinced is during the Jedi Temple Purge by Vader and the clones. The legend's death of Yaddle does not involve Vader, but in actuality Anakin. You see, after the Phantom Menace, Anakin and Yaddle went to confront an evil scientist scientist of sorts, a weapons manufacturer that released the capsule through an air chute which would bring about an enormous explosion. This bomb would essentially kill off the native sentient beings and the entire planet if it was released in the atmosphere. Once it launched, Yaddle immediately dashed forward into the air chute, hitting the emergency thrust on the control panel to catch up with the capsule. As her and the capsule were flying in the air, she then used the force to create a force barrier around her and the capsule. As soon as it started releasing its payload, she then used the force to absorb the entire explosion onto herself and save everyone, including Anakin, who was close by. This is the noble death that the legends gave to Yaddle. On canon, it is still non-conclusive, although this version of Vader's alternate dimension gives us a hint as to how she died. Of course, leave us your thoughts down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe for dailies. Now you can have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.